Hello there. Thanks so much for joining me today. You notice anything different? I got a new mat. The Cork Collective has sent me a mat, and I've actually never had a cork mat before, and I'm actually really surprised at how nice it feels. It's actually got a little bit of grip to it, but at the same time, it's got like that soft feel. So I'm excited to try it out. And at the end of this video, I'll let you know how much I like it. We're going to start this flow in a kneeling position, just seated at the back of our mats. You can also come to the middle of the mat, doesn't really matter, I don't guess. Once you get here, just bringing the hands to the thighs, closing the eyes down, just coming into a sense of calm here, inviting that peace in. Noticing any thoughts going through the mind and trying to release them. Maybe giving a little shake off of those thoughts. And then slowly just bringing that awareness to the breath. Making sure that we are filling up that abdomen area with breath. And nice, calm exhales. We'll take one more round of breath here. I'm going to inhale those arms up and overhead. Let's open up this twist to the right. Left hand can come to that right thigh and the right hand comes behind us. Taking that gaze as far back as we can. And one more round of breath here. And that next inhale brings us back to center, arms up and overhead. And open up that twist to the left, right hand, left thigh, left hand behind us here. One more full round. Back to center, arms up and overhead, and we'll exhale them down through heart center. Beautiful. Slowly walking forward, we're going to come into an all fours position. Making sure the shoulders are over the wrist, hips are over our knees here. Gaze is in between the thumbs. Next inhale, we'll lift the gaze up, arc through the spine. And on the exhale, we'll round, taking that gaze back towards the feet. Inhale, we lift. And exhale, we round. Inhale, we lift. And exhale, we round. One more time. Inhale, lift. And exhale, we round. Let's just give the wrists a nice little warm up. So let's just rock forwards and backwards. If you want to tuck the toes, be my guest. And let's go and point the fingers outer edges of the mat and do the side to side rock. And let's go and point the fingers towards the body. And that front and back rock here, maybe lifting up through those wrists and palms to come back to the feet. Of course, only if it feels good. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and sit back on those toes that are tucked. Take those arms up and overhead. Big reach here, big active reach, lifting up off of the toes, taking the pressure off a little bit. And exhale, heart center. Beautiful job, my friends. Walking the hands forward. Coming into a plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down the right knee and pivot it. We're going to open up into our gate here. So left hand's going to reach up and overhead first. And on our next inhale, we're going to rise up, gate pose, right arm up now. And we're going to bring our hands or our arms into a T shape. And we're just going to lean forward. Just playing with the balance, how far we can go here. Inhale brings us up. Exhale takes us back down. We'll do it one more time. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower here. Just playing, seeing how far we can go. And back up. Beautiful. Right arm's going to reach up. Left hand's going to come down to the mat. And we're going to thread through the needle here. A little bit of a different variation. Left arm can go up and it can reach for that thigh on the right side. Can also be up and overhead. Take one more round of breath here. Slowly, if you're bound up, we'll release that left hand to the mat. And we're going to take that right arm back up. We can go ahead and twinkle those toes here. We're going to bring this right hand back down to the mat. We're going to pivot on this right leg, coming into half splits, pivoting on this right leg. Left leg is in front of us for half splits. I can't see my little ankle bracelets here, but they're coming back out now. There we go. Here we are in our half splits, digging that heel into the mat. Nice full rounds of breath here. A slight bend in that knee probably will feel really good. Beautiful. We're kind of going to pivot this right foot in to tuck into the left thigh. We're coming onto our booties. We're going to get a side stretch here. So left hand can be wherever feels good for you. Right arm up and overhead. And then bend over towards that left leg. Keeping the chest lifted and revolved here. Active reach. Really big right side body stretch. Not holding or clenching that breath. One more round of breath here. Inhale brings us back up. Back of the mat or front of the mat. This is the front of the mat. Hands are going to plant. We're going to bring this right leg under us. Left leg kicks up and back. If it feels good, you can reach this right hand around to grab that left foot. Nice little kick here. Playing with the balance. Remembering to breathe. Slowly release that left foot. Right hand comes back to the mat. Pivot on that right leg. Left arm back up. And we are back to our gate. Beautiful job. Left hand's going to plant. We're going to come back into plank. Take the gaze forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down that left knee. Pivot. Right arm reaches up and overhead. Next inhale brings us up into gate pose. Right hand is on that right thigh. Left hand up and overhead. Rise back up, arms into a T, and let's fold. Just going as low as we can. Inhale brings us back up. Fold. Back up. and fold and back up. Beautiful job. Hands are going to come back to the mat. Left arm reaches up, and we're going to thread it through the needle here. Right arm goes up, maybe reaching for that thigh. And coming back to our breath. One more round. Releasing that bind, bringing that right hand back to the mat. Left hand reaches up, pivoting around to frame this right foot, half splits. If you need to pull that left knee in a little bit, be my guest. Gaze is forward, spine is straight. Half splits. Continuing to breathe. We are not holding or clenching here. One more round of breath. And we're pivoting around to find our booties with that left leg tucked into right thigh. Right hand goes wherever feels good. Left hand reaches up and overhead. One more round of breath here. Next inhale will rise us up. Hands are planting, top of the mat, pivoting around. So our right foot's going to be back. Maybe reaching around to catch that foot. And a nice lift here. Maintaining that balance and the breath. And slowly release. Left hand comes back to the mat. Pivot on that left leg. Right arm up and overhead. Back to gate. Beautiful pivot around. Plant the hands. Coming in through a plank. Take the gaze forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to hop, step, or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we'll fold. Hanging out in this ragdoll for just a minute. You can keep the hands on the mat, or you can take them under your feet. Grab opposite elbows. So many options. Let's peel up to standing. Head and neck are going to come last. Roll those shoulder blades down the back body. Palms face forward. Inhale those arms up. And exhale them through heart center. Inhale them up. And we're going to slice through the sky. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Fold, plant the hands, step the feet back. Lower down the knees, and then the chest and the chin. We're going to roll into our cobra. Untuck those toes. And we're going to meet downward facing dog. Go ahead and pedal your feet out. It should feel a little nice. We've done a little bit of hamstring work already, so this shouldn't feel too awfully tight. Just coming here, spending some time, not trying to rush. Take the gaze forward. I'm going to hop, step, or jump top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, we'll fold. Inhale, we'll peel up. Arms up and overhead. Exhale them, heart center. Beautiful. Inhale those arms up. Slice through the sky. Half lift. Plant the hands, step the feet back. You can take chaturanga, up dog, or knees, chest, chin. Either way, we're all going to meet in our downward facing dog. Let's take you a few rounds of breath here. And we'll take one more round. Come up to the tiptoes, bend through the knees, hop into the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift, and we fold. We're going to take the arms up and overhead and come into chair. Tucking that tailbone, lengthening through the arms and the neck and the head. Beautiful. Half moon, right side. So left foot goes back, right arm comes down, right hand comes down, left arm goes up. If it feels good, you can take your gaze towards that left hand. You don't have to, just an option. Take one more round of breath here. We're going to take a big step back, straighten through that front leg. Left arm comes to left thigh, right arm up, exalted triangle. Pivoting forward, sending that left hip back, coming into triangle. Nice little windmilling of the arms action there. Continuing to breathe. Left hand's going to come down. We're going to bend through that right leg. And extended side, or revolved side angle. Right hand goes up. Sorry, guys. Left hand's on the mat, right hand's up. Revolved side angle. A lot of people call this easy twist. Beautiful. Frame the foot, step back plank. Take your gaze forward, and you can either do knees, chest, chin, chaturanga, up dog. Either way, we're all going to meet downward facing dog. Beautiful. 2 rounds of breath here. Take the gaze forward, and we're going to hop, step, or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, we'll come up into our chair position, arms up and overhead. Tucking that tailbone. You got this. Great job. Sink a little lower. Let's open up, half moon on the left side. Left hand comes down, right leg lifts, right arm up. Rooting through that left big toe. One more round of breath. Big step back. Straighten through that front leg, exalted triangle. Pivoting around, coming through our triangle here. Right arm reaches up. One more breath. Beautiful. Right hand comes down. Left hand sweeps up. Revolved. Side angle. Big smiles on our faces. Beautiful. Left hand comes down. Step back plank. Your choice of vinyasa. We're all going to meet in a child's pose. Wide-legged or normal child's pose, whichever you prefer. Just coming into your own little cave of love here for just a few rounds of breath. We'll take one more round of breath here. And slowly, we'll peel up. If you want to rock and roll, now's the time to rock and roll with me. You don't have to, though. You can just come down to your backs. We're going to prep for bicycles. So maybe finding a little rock, a little roll, and then landing on your back. Shins are parallel. Hands can be interlaced behind the head. We're bringing elbows to the opposite knee. We're going to do this 20 times. And ready, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Hug the knees. Big hug here. Maybe taking that rock left to right. Beautiful spinal massage. Okay, we're going to do leg lifts. We're going to prop up onto our forearms here, bringing the hands under the booty. Legs up. And let's go for 10. Lower for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got this. 6. Accept the shape. Shake. 7, 8, 9. One more. 10. When you bring them down this time, we're going to lift up through the upper body. We're going to come into a seated forward fold. Nice bend in the knees, arms up and overhead. Exhale to fold here. Beautiful. We'll just be here for 5 rounds of breath. Slowly, we'll peel ourselves up. Go ahead and hug this right knee into the chest. Hug it with your left hand. Take that right arm behind you. Beautiful twist. Feeling that belly, touching that thigh on our inhales. And feeling it pull away on our exhales. Beautiful. Slowly release. Left foot comes up. Hug that left knee with your right hand. Left hand goes behind us. Beautiful big breaths here. Beautiful. Slowly come back around. We're just going to come in through cobblers to bring in those feet to touch. Giving yourself a nice little massage in the feet. Opening them up like a little book here. Maybe stretching through those toes, pushing them in, and then pulling them out. And then when it feels good, you can hinge forward using those elbows to push against the knees. Slowly peeling up. You can take Shavasana now, or you can meet me in just a nice comfortable seat here. Kind of bring your hands to heart center. Our quote today comes from Socrates. He says, "The secret of change is to focus all your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new." Namaste. Thank you so very much for joining me today. I thought that because I changed my mat, I needed a quote to go along with change. I'm also in these long sleeves because it's absolutely freezing cold where I live and I can't get the chill out of my bones. So I've been having to layer up. I got sent this from a company on Amazon. And I love this part, number one, because it keeps my hands warm. And it's a crop, which is nice for working out because it's not all over the place. I'm not feeling it whenever I'm rocking and rolling, things like that. So it's actually been really nice. And as far as the mat goes, I have to say I actually enjoyed it. I didn't find myself slipping on it, which is common. One thing I noticed is that it didn't slip and slide. My other one is one of the Gaia ones, or Giam. Yeah, y'all all know what I'm talking about. But this one doesn't move. Whenever I have that one on the mat, I can feel it or I can feel it moving around on the concrete. But this one I did not feel like slipping on the concrete. So that's a big plus for me. So yeah, I will link it below and I'll be using it from now on. So if you have any questions, just let me know. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you more than my words could ever express. And I look forward to seeing you back on the mat, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.